What is going on, nation, and welcome back to another episode here on the channel, here on ESGNet plus LP, as we're here in the quarterfinals of the college football playoff here today. Kennesaw State Owls and Bryce Calhoun will be taking on the Michigan Wolverines here in this one. Of course, there you see the Wolverines coming out here. I believe they were the Big Ten champions, and of course we were the American champions. And of course we got the first round bye, and they got a chance to get into the quarterfinals of this college football matchup here. And this is going to be an uphill battle for us. We're currently ranked number 4 in the nation. Michigan's ranked number 5. This is a pretty good 4-5 matchup, but to say the least here, you got Alex Orji, who is by far one of the best young quarterbacks in college football, and he is definitely going to try to take his team here to try to get to the next stage of the college playoffs football there. Of course, going to the semifinals. We're currently ranked in the top 25 and number 11. We were number 4, obviously, because we won our conference championship and got in. And today we are going to try to see if we can try to take out one of the biggest dogs in the game, that being the Wolverines. There you see our schedule there. Of course, we won the AAC there against Florida Atlantic. There you see the Wolverines match up. They had a big game there. They lost to Oklahoma 37-20. Then they started just steamrolling teams here. A couple close games. Obviously, some of their conference games there. But for the most part, they've had a really good season. The only loss they had, they lost the Big Ten championship. They lost to Ohio State, who's ranked number 1 in the nation. And I believe Ohio State they're still alive in the college football playoffs. As you see here, the last game they played in the first round there, they played against Arizona. 43-24 is that final there, as Michigan put a good whooping on the Arizona Wildcats there. Alex was 11 of 19. Had several good passing yards as well. Buckley, big day there for him on the ground. 14 carries, 130 yards, and a rushing touchdown for him. That was a big thing for them in that game. They had a really nice time on the ground. And, of course, we'll take a look at the air as well here, as looks like Hall had 2 carries for 0 yards and 2 rushing touchdowns. Wow, how does that figure? But okay. Morgan, 3 catches, 80 yards and a touchdown. Klein, 4 catches for 45 and a touchdown there for him. So it was a really good day there for them in the running game, and that's something that our defense is going to really have to worry about for the most part here, is to stop the running back in the backfield there. Of course, like I said, I'd be surprised if we can put up 21 points on this team, as this Michigan team, of course, they won the national championship several years ago and still have a pretty good team intact for the most part here for them. So this should be just another day on the job here for us. It's a big deal here, as I believe last year we got knocked out pretty early. So we're just trying to get better and better as we go along here. Take a look at some of their overalls here, and look at that. They've got a lot of medium to high 80s players, as well as a couple 90-plus players on that squad. There you see our injury report there. Hollum going to be out for a torn groin for 41 weeks. Wow. And of course, there you see the Wolverines. They have a couple of guys here. Some of their starters are actually broken. Got broken hands, a tibia, a broken toe, and a broken hand there. So they got a couple of guys there going to be out there. But no matter what, it's the next man up here for Michigan. As, of course, Bryce here trying to get his team to the next level here and try to bring Kennesaw State and a national championship. And see a quick pass there to the halfback for a screen, and that'll be a few yards there for Calhoun. This has been a great year here for Calhoun. He's played a really great game, from compared to his freshman year, where he's had a rocky start. Since then, since the start of this season here, he's just pretty much on go, and he has had a really great season, putting up some great numbers and showing what he can do there. Of course, his dad and him been working on his passing game over the course of the last off season, and of course, talking to him, he says, he knows this game is going to be tough, but he's ready for the fight, and he's going to try to do as best he can to see if they get this team to the next round. And see a great run there, as that's going to come out of the backfield there, as Binyard did. He's been having a pretty good season. A little bit of a down year, a little bit compared to year one. But this year, he's been very helpful here. We'll see another screen pass there to him, as he'll get this one down. They'll get this to the 42, as that's a 3-yard reception. 2nd and 7 coming up here, and Kennesaw's doing a great job here. Just managing the clock as much as they possibly can and not making too many big plays here. As we'll see a handoff now, play action. Got to get rid of this one there, but it's going to be an incomplete pass as the defensive lineman is there on that hit. And that's going to throw off the target there for Calhoun. Calhoun now up the middle, throwing this one there. That's a great pass there to Boheman, as Boheman gets the catch, and that's going to be a first down here for Kennesaw State. Kennesaw State now in the red zone here. Ball now on the 20-yard line of the Wolverines, as he'll scramble here. He's going to go ahead and call his own number instead, and he's going to take this one in there. Now, I will say Calhoun is a little banged up. And of course, he's been trying to heal up as much and try to take, try to rest up as much. He didn't do so much in practice leading this week here because, he is kind of banged up some. I think he has a shoulder or so. He's kind of, shoulder's kind of wonky or whatever. But he said he's going to fight through the pain and try to do his best to help the team out as much as he possibly can. As you see a handoff now, that's going to go to Binyard. Binyard's going to run this one inside the 5. And I believe they're going to mark him somewhere near the 3-yard line for the 2nd and 4 coming up. So now we'll see a handoff again. They're going to run this one inside, and no, the defensive line sniffs that one out, and it's going to stop them. Actually, we lose a yard here on 3rd down, and we'll scramble here with Calhoun, and Calhoun looking for a block, and he's going to go ahead and say, no, I'm going to go ahead and run it myself. Touchdown, Kennesaw State. And that's a great run there from the QB. Bryce Calhoun showing off his abilities, and like I said, he's had a great year for the most part here, put up some pretty good numbers here. As you see here, a little bit of a highlight of that great run, and and that's another thing, not really forcing the ball. He's just taking his time here, looking down the field, see who he can find, and then of course dropping go ahead and just says, I'm just gonna go ahead and just need a block here or two, and I can get this one in the end zone. 7-0 here for Kennesaw State as we now jump a little later in the first quarter. So far, defense did a good job there holding back Michigan on their opening drive. As we'll see, this pass is going to be incomplete, a little off target there from Calhoun. As we'll see a 2nd and 10 coming up. Ball on their own 43-yard line, or excuse me, on their own 34-yard line. And a handoff to Binyard as he'll get this carry, and he'll get a few yards on that play. So now we'll see them now on 3rd down. We'll try to see if there's going to be a play here of some sort, maybe get involved in the running game here from that's what I thought. They're going to go ahead and scramble here with Calhoun. Calhoun going all the way down here, crosses the 50, and he's going to be at the Michigan 41 after that nice play. So great job there. Again, not forcing nothing, just letting the play out, see what he can do. If you can't find nobody, just take off and run. And that's what he did there on that play. We'll jump now to a 3rd and 1. Ball to the 32-yard line of the Wolverines. As they're still trying to figure out how to stop this. Oh, nice juke there from Binyard. He'll get all the way down to the 13-yard line. That's a huge run there for him and for Kennesaw State, as that puts him in the red zone now here on this 1st and 10. Ball on the 13-yard line of the Wolverines. And the play clock running down to 5 here. They'll snap it, hand off, and Binyard's going to get stopped in the backfield there for a minor loss. 2nd down coming up here, just 10 seconds left. We have a 7-point lead here going into the 2nd quarter, and that's going to be a hit there as he cannot get any yardage there. He gets a few yards back, but he is going to be definitely Kennesaw State is going to have to figure out what they're going to do here. So at the end of the first quarter, it's 7-0, Michigan trailing, as now we'll have our boys back out here trying to finish this drive. See if we can get in the end zone here on this 3rd and 15. Oh, geez, where's the blocking at? As that linebacker comes in there on the tackle, and that's going to force us to kick a field goal, making it 10-0. Now, again, our defense does a great job here as we get a quick turnover, and we're now in Michigan territory of all things. So they're giving us a short field here now. We got to try to take advantage of it and try to get into the end zone. 2nd and 3 coming up as the ball's on the 28-yard line of the Wolverines. The Wolverines right now, they're just not necessarily getting manhandled here, but just making some blunders early on here in the game. And, of course, Kennesaw State's got to try to take advantage of that. 3rd and 1 coming up. As Calhoun here drops back, throws this one there. That's going to be caught. Oh, no, it's going to be incomplete, as that's going to be a 4th and 1 now. And the question is, are they going to go for it? Well, no, they decided to go for a field goal. Michigan comes back with their own touchdown of their own here in the 2nd quarter. It's now a 1-possession lead. As we'll see a drop back here. There is a flag on the play here. Toss up there to the tight end. He can't come down with it, but we'll see who this penalty's on. And it's going to be a holding call. That is not what we're needing right now. As Haasback there gets called on that one. Puts us back at the 15-yard line. It's going to be a 1st and 20 here. So we'll see what Calhoun can do. See what kind of tricks he has up his sleeve here. As play clock running down to 7. Drops back here. Looks up the middle there. That's going to be a pass. Nice catch there from the tight end. And he's able to hold on to it. That's going to be now putting us at a ball at the 29-yard line. So we're on our own 29. We'll see a 2nd and 6 coming up. And like I said, they're taking their time here. Not going to snap the ball when they don't need to. It's Binyard now coming out of the backfield here. He's going to run this. And that'll be a few yards on the carry. And now we'll see here a 3rd and 1 coming up here for the Owls, as they'll end up coming up short. And we can't do much with anything on that play. And that's going to force us to punt. Michigan ends up coming back, get a touchdown of their own. Now we're taking a 1-point lead here now. Getting close to the 2-minute warning here in the first half. We try to run this one out of the backfield, and we get a yard on the carry. So now after the 2-minute warning here, it's still a 1-point game here for Michigan. And we'll see a drop back here for Calhoun. Calhoun looks up. He's going to throw this one deep. That's going to be caught, and it's going to be at the 32-yard line. Nice catch there, as that puts us now in Michigan territory here now. And now we got something cooking. As we'll see, I believe that was Moss on the catch. We'll see now here, 1st and 10. Drop back here, throw a quick pass there to our tight end, and that's going to be caught. And that's going to be a few yards there on the play. Nice catch. As now we're looking at a 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5 here, ball on the 26-yard line of the Wolverines. And we'll see another deep pass there. That's going to go right up the middle there. That's going to be in the end zone. Touchdown, Kennesaw State. As they get on the board here once again here late in the second half, or late in the first half here. As they put themselves, get another 6 points on the board. And the Kennesaw fans like that as we take a look here at Wallace, the senior. As he just zips up the hash marks there and just goes and takes it and gets himself in the end zone. Touchdown there for Kennesaw State. Kennesaw State now has the lead here with just 17 seconds left here in this first half. Play action here. Drop back here. This one's going to be a deep pass here. That one's going to get broken up. As Kennesaw State still trailing by 1. Michigan ended up getting a touchdown there after we got ours. So they're starting to march down the field here pretty quickly here. And that'll be it for the first half. As we go into halftime here. And now we'll see here that Michigan get the ball here first. They score another touchdown there, making it now an 8-point lead here. So we got to get things going here. And, oh, this is not how we're going to get things going. As we get sacked pretty good there. A 9-yard loss. Makes it a 2nd and 19. Michigan starting to pull away here. And, of course, this defense of Kennesaw State just cannot handle this offense of Michigan. Let's see a pass here. That's going to be completed. Or, no, incomplete there. Excuse me. As now we're still looking at a deficit here for us. 3rd and 19 coming up here. Calhoun drops back, scrambles off to the right-hand side, looking down the field here, trying to find a deep pass. This is going to go up, and this one is going to get battled away, as the defense did a great job there covering our receiver. And we see now Michigan scores again off a field goal, making it 31-20. Guys, we got to get something going here. As we'll see a pass there to the tight end. Great job of going up and coming down with it. And they're going to mark him at the 30-yard line. So we're on our own 30. Or excuse me, our own 30. I think we're on our own 37-yard line. Excuse me. Yeah, 37. Calhoun drops back here. Pass there. That's going to be taken away. That's going to be batted away. Great coverage there on that play there from Michigan. 2nd and 10. We'll see a drop back here from Calhoun. He's going to throw this one, rifle that one to the left-hand side, and that's going to be intercepted. And this one looks like it could go back for a pick 6, but our receivers get a hold of him. And that is not good for us at all, as that's going to be good field position now here for the Michigan offense with Alex Orji. And there you see the defense celebrating there, rightfully so, as the team doing a good job here, really putting a cap on us here in this second half. As Jaden McBurrows there gets the interception there. Almost take it back for a pick 6, as he just did a great job there just snagging that one out of the air. We'll see now what we can try to do here on this next drive as they go ahead and score another one on us. 38-20 as we now try to pass there. And it's going to be reviewed by the booth. And they're going to go ahead and say that that was a catch, and they are going to overturn it, making it a first down here for Kennesaw State. Kennesaw State still has another quarter left to play here. We got to try to score here in the 3rd quarter. As we'll see Calhoun now scrambling here off to the right-hand side. Stiffs arms and gets pushed out at the 43. So Calhoun has been really the defense has been doing a good job here, not letting him move too much around in that, move around outside the pocket. And especially that defensive line has been really aggressive towards our offense. And the offense has just not been doing a good job there, making sure they keep our quarterback upright. As we see a carry there. As Benford here, he's been having a tough day as well. 3rd and 8 coming up, as we'll see a drop back and pass there. That is going to be completed, and that is going to be a first down. I don't know who caught that ball. There's 2 guys in that same route there. So we'll see now here another 1st and 10 here for Calhoun. Calhoun goes up, and Calhoun, you got a guy right there in front of you that was open. I want to say it was Wallace there. He should have thrown it at him instead. So now on 3rd and 10, ball at the 30-yard line. Calhoun here has to get rid of it, but he does not see that man right in front of him. That defensive player gets a hold of him. That is going to be a big hit there. As again, Michigan scores another. This time they score a field goal, making it 41-20. And we're definitely, oh my goodness, that could easily went back for pick 6 there. Calhoun needs to be very cautious here. It is an uphill battle here now at this point in the game here. But again, we got to still play like it's a 0-0 game. As there's a quick pass there to Moss for another first down. Calhoun again drops back here, looks, fires this one there, and all broken up there by the defensive player as he dives. Makes it now 2nd and 10 coming up. Ball still at the 32-yard line, as we have a 21-point deficit on us. And pass there, that's going to be completed, as it's going to be now at the 35. So now 3rd and 7 coming up for the Owls. As Calhoun drops back here in the pocket, throws there. That one quickly on a curl route, and the receiver cannot hold on to it. Now 4th and 7. And we'll see a drop back here from Calhoun. Throw this one there quickly. That is going to be caught. No, it's going to be incomplete. He drops it. And that's going to force Michigan to get the ball back. Michigan had a short field there after that 4th down. They could, of course, score 44 now to 20. As we see here, Calhoun just trying anything and everything he can with the team and trying to find a way to score. See, that one almost gets taken away as it's battered away there at the last second. Nice job there for the defense. This defense is just not giving up anything right now. As we go down the field here, and another quick pass. That's going to be completed by for Calhoun. and the offense. As now we'll see a 1st and 10 at ball in midfield. And we have not scored since the second half, or in the first half, I should say. We have not scored at all here in this half whatsoever. Calhoun now, backfield there with Binyard as he drops back here, throws another quick pass, and that pass is going to be completed as that's going to be at the 45. 4.5 minutes left here in this game, and of course, you know, Kennesaw fans know this is not going to look too good for us here as we're trying to get to the next round. It looks like we're not going to be making that next round here this season, as that ball is going to be incomplete. We should go for it, obviously, here on 4th and 3. It's probably the last chance now we'll have the ball. As we'll see a pass there. That's going to be completed, and it's going to be a 1st down. Nice catch there that time. As those last few catches here on this drive have been kind of disappointing. We've just been dropping the ball. Screen pass there to our Binyard there. He cannot get anything there as he gets only back to the line of scrimmage. So now 2nd and 10 coming up. And another chance here trying to get down the field here. So we got to throw again. And that's going to go to Moss as he finds a 1st down marker at the 14-yard line. So he gets his guys up on the 14-yard line here, 1st and 10. Calhoun looks here, fires this one. That's going to be completed as a tight end. And he is able to hold on to it. Nice job there. Getting this now a 2nd and 7. And again, another quick pass there in front of her as we get that one there. And that'll be it for the 2-minute warning here. And we'll see Calhoun out of, just trying to keep this game alive here. Runs into the end zone for a touchdown. Kennesaw State. As Bryce Calhoun was able to run this one up there without no problems, untouched. And we're on the board here, but I think it's too little too late. As you'll see here what the sophomore did here this season. And this is pretty much how this is going to go. We're going to try to go for 2 points here just in case, as we'll see a drop back. Look, fires that one. That was a bad throw, as he had a guy right in front of him there. And unfortunately, that is how this one is going to end. Final score, 44-26 is your final. As Alex Orji went 191 yards, 4 touchdowns in the game. He completed 70% of his passes. And overall, he had a great game there. Their offense was second half. First half was a little slow, but then second half they said they had that one possession. That one possession came to 2, and then they got the ball to start off the half. Came 3. It was pretty much like, well, there's no way of playing catch up on this, especially when you have a defense that's just pretty much sealing every single passing lane. Which pretty much the second half we were all passing. There was no point of running the ball at all. So obviously this is not the ending that, at least how we wanted to end the season 2 of here Road to Glory with Bryce Calhoun. But unfortunately, that's how it's going to have to be, as we end up coming up short in this one. Overall, this is a good season. We improved our passing. Our passing was a lot more better. Of course, now, it's kind of funny that, passing started off very well for us, and then now all of a sudden, we just can't get those good passes. And, obviously, we're still a small team, and, we're getting some recognition in the mainstream media, but for the most part here, it's just still an uphill battle that we'll have to continue to deal with. As you take a look at the numbers here, and like I said, Bryce Calhoun, he did everything he could. 24 of 43, 274, touchdown. Unfortunately, interception. And he was sacked 3 times. Take a look at the numbers there. Not big numbers at all. Wallace was the only one that got our touchdown that we had. Defensively, it looked like defensively it was just a ghost town. Defense were not playing at all. They were struggling against this offense against Michigan, and in some ways rightfully so. Michigan is a top level team. They play in the Big Ten. They know how to be in big games like this, and unfortunately we haven't had that much experience with games like that. And we just got to try to get better. Alex Orji, 14 of 20, 191, 4 touchdowns, 1 interception. He completed 70% of his passes. Buckley, there you see 22 carries, 136 yards. Obviously, the running game was, kind to them, like it was in that game they had previously. So yeah, this one was a tough one to take, to play, and it's just like so frustrating when you got a great season. You go and have a great season, and then all of a sudden it's like the game's like, nope, you're done. This is your stopping point. Get off the bus. So as we take a look at these numbers here, we got a huge decision to make now, because as you know, the off season's coming up, and of course, we don't have nothing to do with recruiting wise. Basically we got to try to win as many games as possible, and depending on how many games we win will depend on how many recruits we get for next season. So take a look here. We go ahead and jump and see that the Georgia Bulldogs are the 2025 national champions. And I'm so glad that Ohio State beat Michigan 35-31 in the Fiesta Bowl. Congratulations there to Ohio State. But unfortunately, Ohio State, when I seen that, I'm like, okay, I want Michigan. I'm glad that Georgia won, because I don't want to see Ohio State win. And that's exactly what happened. So nice that came about. And of course, like I said, this is the turning point here. The question is, do we stay with the Kennesaw State Owls as we get ready to go into the next off season? We're ranked number 6 in the nation right now. We ended the season 13-1, but there's been talks that Bryce might want to leave, as he has a chance to enter the transfer portal. This will be the second year now that we can go into the portal and change. Now, we've been here since freshman year. Do we start our junior year at another school for better opportunities, and not to mention IRL money's all right, but the opportunity of trying to be in the national championship picture and not have to have not necessarily this school is bad, but you have to really basically just reload and bring some new players in here, because we are going to be losing quite a few players on both sides of the ball. So we'll have to see what decision Bryce makes. What do you guys think he should do? Should he stay at Kennesaw State for another season, or should he enter the portal and see what other schools are offering? Let me know down below in the comments section. Of course, if you guys enjoyed today's episode, please leave a like, and of course, don't forget to hit that sub button. It is free. More than half of you are unsubscribed and watching the video, so why are you guys not subbing? It's for free, and that's the best way of you guys knowing when the latest videos come up on the channel, as well as hit that bell notification. You guys can get other information about when videos are popping up, or any kind of news on certain videos, or what's going on here on the channel. And of course, don't forget, we have our main channel over on ESGNet here on YouTube as well, as we got great content over there with our Highland Scotties team builder series over there on the main channel. But guys, thank you guys so much. It was a tough second. This was a fun second season, but the outcome of it, I'm not too happy about it. I was really thinking we were going to get a little deeper into the playoffs, but hey, we got a first round bye. I think next year we got a chance to, if we can, depending on Bryce stays here, we got a good shot to maybe even get a little closer to the national championship. But we'll see how it all fares out. Let me know, like I said down below, should we leave? And not to mention, where should we go? As always, guys, take care of yourselves and each other, and keep yourselves and each other healthy. And I will see you all next time.